How's you friends? You all may be aware that food, clothing, shelter are three important basic requirements of any human being. So food and clothing, yes, there are a lot of e-commerce sites today. We can order food on our fingertips. You can order clothes for every sale. There are different sales on different e-commerce sites. Diwali sale, Christmas sale, year-ending sales. So you can figure out and get these two requirements sorted out totally. But when it comes to a shelter, no doubt we all youngsters, millennials, working professionals, we have our own family properties that we stay in joint families, but there is a huge buzz across investing in having an own property on your own name. That having an entire property, no doubt if you want to stay there, you have your own property, no headache of paying a rent and staying somewhere in a rental property. But at the same time, if you even want it from an investing perspective, you can buy a physical property. No doubt you're paying the EMIs, having a 10-15 years EMI on your name. You're paying it every month, and then you put it on a rental basis, get a passive income out of it, generate a decent profit out of it, and that's how it can be a source of passive income for you. And yes, I do not deny that real estate is one of the best investments that can be done, because over the years it appreciates rather than depreciating. But at the same time, if you keep the expenses around, if you keep the maintenance done time to time, yes, it will be a bit difficult for you initially, but once you get everything sorted, if you have good tenants taking care of the property well, you can generate that decent profit over a period of time. So friends, in this pandemic situation, do you think that you have that entire opportunity to get out of your house, search for a property in any specific location of your choice, and go to a rental agent, keep running across the different properties and choose a property? Do you think this pandemic is going to give you that entire opportunity to go out and do that? I don't think so. So what's the best option that you can invest into a real estate medium or into real estate on whole and generate a decent income or a decent profit out of it, making it a passive income, and again by not having a property on your name? You think that I may be speaking some rocket science or I'm basically insane, but that's the truth, friends. Today we have an excellent instrument called as a REIT, that is REIT, that helps you and gives you that entire opportunity to invest in a property, a physical property, without having the property on your name, without going out doing your homework, without running between properties, without doing your homework of searching the location of the property, without doing the brainstorming of budgeting the property, without paying a brokerage to the rental agent, without going forward searching for tenants to put your property on rent, or getting the entire headache of sorting out different things related to purchasing a property. So this is possible through a REIT. Why do I say that? Now what's a REIT basically? A REIT is a full form of REIT is Real Estate Investment Trust, and these are basically managed by companies that either own, operate or finance income generating real estate. Okay, so how does this basically work? So you as an investor, you can, it's very close. So before moving forward, friends, it's really very close to a mutual fund entire mindset basically. But yes, in mutual fund you have that option of SIP and lump sum, but what I would recommend you can go with a REIT with is that, see, most of the REITs do not offer an SIP option sort of thing. It's a lump sum basis sort. So if you have some spare cash available with you, friends, you can invest them in this REITs. So there are different REITs. You can do your homework, which one as per the return on your investment. You can do your analysis accordingly and you can take a decision about it. Okay, like where do you want to invest? Now you as an investor, when you invest that money into a REIT, the company who operates a REIT invest the entire amount, because you're not the only investor who's investing that lump sum amount. So you're one investor, there may be a couple or maybe a huge number of investors who are investing or clubbing in the money into the REIT. So when a huge clubbing of money is done, you may be aware, if you're investing say a lump sum amount of 10,000 rupees or say even 5,000 rupees. So 5,000 from one investor, say if you have 1,000 or say a 5,000 investors, or even say a minimum of say 2,000 investors, don't you think the money is a huge money? And when that money or the entire lump sum amount is generated, the company who takes care of the REIT invests this money into a physical property. So here, as an investor, you do not have to brainstorm which property the money is invested in. You are not at all required to know the technicalities or the specifications of the property, whether it's a condo, it's a 1 BHK, 2, 3 or a 4 BHK. That's not your headache. So the company who operates the REIT takes care of everything. So how does this company generate an income out of it? So basically, when these companies invest or purchase physical properties, they put these properties or they generate income out of these properties either by further selling the property, number one, or by generating a rental income out of it. So the rental income is now a profit for the company who is managing the entire REIT. But what about the investor? So the investor earns in the form of dividends, which is distributed by the operating company once doing all the the entire maths and entire calculations are done, minusing the expenses and other expenses and your charges and everything. Once you invest into a REIT, you have an entire breakage of how the money is getting deducted and how it's distributed. So from this rental income, regularly, or say as per how the REIT operates, the investors get a dividend. So friends, here, without having a physical property, without doing the brainstorming of searching a property in any specific location, without brainstorming to go forward searching for tenants, without paying any brokerage to any real estate agent, you can actually start generating a passive income out of these REITs. Okay, so don't you think, friends, that you doing this brainstorming, especially in this situation where we are all stuck in a pandemic, you can directly start investing in a REIT that is going to generate a passive income for you, say on a monthly, quarterly. Most probably it is on a quarterly basis, or depends on which REIT you are investing in. So you have a passive income, which no doubt as the property value increases and as the inflation and the other reasons are there, that is also taken into consideration. So as time passes, I told you, real estate always appreciates, as you may be aware of that. So no doubt the rental income increases, and because the rental income increases, automatically your dividends increase. So this can be an excellent passive income source for each and every working professionals like you who do not want to go forward, or this pandemic has brought us down to our knees where we cannot move freely out in this entire havoc of the COVID-19. So why not make use of such great instruments and generate a passive income out of them and have a regular source of passive income too. I hope, friends, you liked this video. Do let me know in the comment section how did you like this video, and for such videos, do not forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.